Great, thank you. All right, Council, I'd like to call this regular council meeting of February 24th, 2026 to order with adoption of the agenda. Someone want to make that motion for me, please? Councilor Orlando, Councilor Luciao, all in favor? Motion's carried, thank you. Adoption of the minutes of the regular council meeting of February 10th. Someone want to make that motion? Councilor Luciao, seconded by Councilor Palmer, all in favor? Motion's carried. Any business arising from those minutes? Seeing none, I'm going to move on to announcements from the mayor. I have a couple things to announce today. So we have business licenses that are due. A lot better rate of payment than what we experienced in the past, but I just encourage people to get their business license in order if they could. Much appreciated. Dog licenses are due. They were due beginning of the month or the I think it was the end of the month, pardon me, coming up, and enforcement will start next week. So if you can get your dog license done. And then tomorrow we have an open house at the arena for the arena project multiplex from 6 to 9 at the community center. Just encourage those who want to give their opinion to go down and look at that. But I understand it's going to be live streamed as well through Talk Revelstoke. So moving on, we're just going to go right into our development variance permit. And so, Ms. Komars, I understand this project is yours. You want to give a brief overview to council, please?
Thank you, Mayor Souls. This is for a development variance permit as well as a development permit for an industrial building. So the form and character of an industrial building with the side yard setback reduction from 3 meters to 1.5. This is only coming to council for council's consideration because during the 100-meter mail-out letters, there was one residential property. Otherwise, this would have stayed internal within our own department and it would have been a delegated permit, which is something for consideration. The applicant has gone through the full process of a streamside protection and enhancement area through the wrapper properties through the province. So they've got their SPIA reduced from the traditional 30 meters down to 18, which does allow them to have that third driveway that's located on site. And as far as a form and character, the industrial building has more articulation than some of the other ones that we've seen in our department, with a little bit of a parapet as well as black eyeliner around the doors and garage doors and windows. If you have any questions, I am here to answer them.
Great, thank you. Council, any questions of Ms. Komars? Seeing none, somebody want to put the motion on the table for me, please? Councilor Orlando?
Yeah, I move that development variance permit DBP 2025-012 be issued at 2025 Big Eddy Road, Lot A, Section 29, Township 23, Range 2, west of the 6th Meridian, Kootenay Plan District, Kootenay District Plan 5882, PID 014325870 for the following variances to zoning bylaw 2406, and that is Section A. Section 833 for minimum principal building setbacks to reduce the side yard setback from 3 meters to 1.5 meters.
Seconder for the motion, please. Councilor Cherry, discussion on the motion. Seeing no discussion, I'll call a question. All those in favor? Opposed? Motion's carried. Part 2. Councilor Orlando, will you carry on?
Sure. Part 2, that development permit DP 2025-019 be issued for the construction of an industrial building within the industrial development permit area at 2525 Big Eddy Road, Lot A, Section 29, Township 23, Range 2, west of the 6th Meridian, Kootenay District Plan 5882, PID 014325870.
Seconder for that motion, please. Councilor Devlin, any discussion on this motion? Seeing none, all in favor? Opposed? Motion's carried unanimously. Thank you. Moving on, we have a delegation and presentation. We have Kathy English there from the museum, and she's going to give an update annual report to the city along with the financial statements and comments. So Kathy, if you'd like to come up with your colleague, if you both want to come up, by all means come up to the podium and then I can actually see you on screen. Thank you.
Good afternoon, Your Worship, Mayor Sauls, councillors and staff. Thank you for allowing us the time to present the annual report of Revelstoke Museum and Archives. It is my pleasure to introduce you to Laura Van Zandt, our Assistant Curator. Our reports indicate another successful year with excellent attendance, good income from admissions and our programs and our gift shop, and vibrant programming. We continue to collect valuable and relevant artifacts, archival material, and photographs, adding to the preservation of the history of our community and region. We have become more aware of the need to collect material relating to the more recent history of Revelstoke. In this past year, we have received a karate gi belonging to the late Chick Sharp, a longtime karate instructor, as well as artifacts from the recently defunct Revelstoke Elks Lodge, and items from the BC Winter Games, which were held in Revelstoke in 1983. All of the items accepted into the collection are reviewed by our collections committee and assessed in terms of our collections policy for the museum. Of course, our big accomplishment in 2025 was the completion of the accessibility lift and accessible washroom. This has been an important advance for the museum. We have had several visitors this past year who came specifically because they knew they could easily access all of the public areas of the museum. We are very grateful to the City of Revelstoke for making this possible, and we especially appreciated the help and support of Laurie Donato, Director of Parks, Recreation and Culture. The Heritage Garden, which is completely managed by volunteers, saw a makeover this year with the addition of a xeriscape bed on the Boyle Avenue side of the museum. The old lift to the first floor was removed, and local artist Antonia Otoya created a beautiful mural to brighten the space. New window panels featuring historic photographs were installed on both sides of the building, and new murals completed the exterior enhancements. We completed a major new research project and created an online exhibit on Revelstoke's Japanese-Canadian community, thanks to funding from the Japanese-Canadian Legacy Society. This project has added a great deal of information about this little-known aspect of our history and has engaged more people in working with us to add to the historic record. From this project, we added close to 300 photographs depicting the Japanese-Canadian community. Prior to this project, we had fewer than a dozen photos relating to the subject. Our project launch on January 16th showed the broad community interest in this research. We had 46 people on site and another 14 participating over Zoom. Last year, we came up with a successful fundraiser, the Great Revelstoke Quiz, and we are making it an annual event, with this year's event happening on Thursday, March 12th. It is a fantastic way for participants to learn history, challenge their friends, and win prizes. We hereby issue a challenge to City Council and staff to enter one or more tables of 6 and see how much you really know about Revelstoke. The museum and me personally have gotten some positive recognition this past year. 1 year ago, I received the King Charles III Coronation Medal through the Canadian Museums Association. In May, we received 2 certificates from the BC Historical Federation for our accessibility work and for the Brown Bag History program, and I received a certificate of recognition from the BC Historical Federation in recognition of my years of work in the heritage field. The museum honored me in December with the opening of the Kathy English Gallery, where we can feature some of the local artwork in our collection on a rotating basis. At the gallery opening, I formally announced my retirement, which will take effect as of December 31st, 2026. This year will be one of transition and planning for the future. Laura Van Zandt will be taking on the role of curator in 2027. She has extensive museum training and experience and is currently working on a master's degree in philanthropy and nonprofit management. Along with our office manager, Maria Somerville, our collections manager, Harumi Sakiyama, and a very strong board headed by President Jan Morehouse, I know that the museum will continue to thrive and to fulfill its mandate to preserve and share the history of the region. I'd like Laura to say a few words at this point.
Thank you, Kathy. Good afternoon, everybody, and thank you for having me here. I'm honored to be working with Kathy to take over the role of curator next year. I've been working with the museum in various capacities since 2018 and have had the opportunity to learn from Kathy throughout these years. As we all know, Kathy's shoes will be impossible to fill, but I'm grateful for the support I have been shown already from Kathy, the museum, and the community, and I look forward to bringing my own perspective to the museum while remaining rooted in our values of accessible, inclusive community history.
And I hope to find ways to stay involved with the museum. In fact, they'll probably be impossible for them to keep me out. And I'll be able to do the things that I really enjoy, which is researching, writing, and sharing our community's history. And as always, we wish to express our gratitude to the City of Revelstoke for the ongoing support we receive. We especially appreciate the care that is given to our beautiful historic building that we call our home. That lovely building is 100 years old this week. When it was built as a post office and customs office in 1926, it became a cornerstone of the community. We like to think that we are still fulfilling that role in Revelstoke, creating a welcoming and inclusive space where both locals and visitors can learn about what makes Revelstoke unique and can feel a sense of pride in a special place that we call home. Thank you for your time.
Kathy, appreciate the report. We're going to miss you. Thank you for all. I'll try not to get emotional, but thank you for all the things you've done for the city of Revelstoke, the community, the museum, and just being present with what you do in our community. I'm going to look for grant applications to see if we can get a bronze statue of you right outside the museum. So you don't have to stand there all the time. So we'll get that for you. And just as we're dealing with the age of the museum, Cherry thinks I'm the same age as the building, just so you're aware. Anyway, we really appreciate all that you've done for our community, truly and sincerely. Laura, congratulations. We're looking forward to you coming forward. We know that you've got big shoes to fill, but don't look at it in big shoes to fill. Look at it as carrying on this incredible work that is going to set you in a direction for years to come. So again, thank you. Thank you both for what you've done for our community. Do I have any comments from council? Councillor Cherry.
Yeah, just Kathy, thanks for everything. I did realize that you forgot to mention that you were awarded the best Revelstokean. Make sure that everybody here knows that.
Thank you.
Yeah. Councillor Lucio, did you have comments?
Thanks, Marcels. Yeah, thank you to both of you for all the work that the board that you guys have is amazing. All the work that you guys put in to get the accessibility lift into the building was a huge undertaking for you guys. So I just want to give you guys props for getting that all sorted.
Thank you.
Great. Thank you. Again, any other council want to make a comment? Seeing none, Councillor Renato, go ahead.
Yeah, just extend the congratulations for the many accolades and a long career of service to the community, as well as a new person coming in to take up the great legacy that you've put forward. I attended a really packed Japanese legacy presentation a few weeks ago. That was really great to see, and all the people joining online. Just another example of how the museum and the people behind it bring the community together to tell our stories and reflect on our history. It was a really great thing to attend, and just want to thank you for those and all the other things that you've done over the year. Thank you so much.
All right, thanks, Kathy. Again, appreciate it. When I get back from vacation, we'll come in and see you and have a tour of the Kathy English Gallery. Thank you. All right, thanks again. All right, Council, we're going to move on to item 9A, the financial plan bylaw. Is any oversight that you want to give us, Ms. Moore, prior to putting the motion on the table?
Through the chair, I will just clarify that this bylaw is prepared based on a 5-point 0.75% tax increase based on the motion that council provided in December. This includes a 2% increase to transfers to Arena Redevelopment Reserve.
Great. Thank you. Okay. Someone want to put the motion on the table for me, please? Councillor Devlin?
Plan bylaw number 2437, be ready first, second, and third.
Seconder for the motion, please. Councillor Lusau. Any discussion on the motion? Councillor Cherry.
Thanks, Marcel. Just through the chair, just a question. Do we still have time to talk about tax ratios and changes between classes?
Ms. Moore?
Through the chair, this will come forward to the finance committee next week for initial discussion of tax distribution, which they will have another opportunity, I believe, at the end of March, prior to the tax rate bylaw coming forward in April.
Perfect. Thank you.
All right. Any other comments, questions? Seeing none, I'll call a question. All those in favor? Opposed? Motion's carried unanimously. Thank you. All right, we are moving on to correspondence. BC Farmers Market letter of support request. Any comments from council on that? I definitely am in support of us sending a letter. We did that last year. And if someone wants to make a motion to support that, Councillor Lano.
Yeah, I move that staff prepare a letter of support for the program as requested in the letter.
Okay, seconder for the motion, please. Councillor Palmer. Any further discussion on the motion? Seeing none, all those in favor? Opposed? Motion's carried unanimously. Thank you. Moving on to communications, the minutes of RAMP. Any comments? We have any staff? No, we don't. We didn't have quorum. My apologies on that. So no need to discuss that. And the same thing with the governance committee. There was no quorum, so the meeting didn't go through. So Ms. Delaselle, do we have any questions from the press?
There are no questions from the press, Your Worship.
All right, Council, I'd like someone to make a motion to go in camera pursuant to section 90.1 A and C of the community charter. So I want to make that motion for me. Councillor Lucio, Councillor Devlin, all in favor? Motion's carried. We will go in camera. Do you need a couple-minute break or are you okay going right into camera?
I think we can do it.
Okay. Bear with me as I get the agenda back up here.
I think we just got to make sure we're not live.